Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. The Golden Bachelorette winner, Chock Chapple, wants to be an influencer, and he may resent his fiancée, Joan Vassos, for her influencer status and lifestyle. Chock was Joan's frontrunner all along in the Golden Bachelorette Season 1. He beat out 23 other golden men to win Joan's heart. During the final rose ceremony, Chock proposed and Joan accepted. Joan was named the first Golden Bachelorette lead in May 2024. The show filmed in July 2024, and the season aired from September to November 2024. Since the season officially ended, Joan and Chock have been dedicated to showcasing their love publicly. The pair's relationship is long distance, as Joan lives in Maryland and Chock lives in Kansas. However, they travel to each other's respective hometowns frequently, and they also take vacations and do Bachelor Nation events together. While Joan and Chock might not be letting distance get in the way of their connection, I see that Joan's life as an influencer might be throwing some unnecessary hurdles into the viability of their union. Chock is all in on Joan. I've seen Chock throw all caution to the wind for Joan, whom he is enamored with. Chock is smitten, and I think he will stop at nothing to make Joan happy and make their relationship work. I've witnessed this in how he speaks about Joan and their connection, how much he admires her, and how he endeavors to make the logistical issues of their partnership work. Being that Chock is all in on Joan, I feel he tries to accept her for who she is, but it's becoming clear to me that the obstacles of social media and their life in the public eye are a heavy weight on their relationship. Joan is focused on her influencer career. Joan was an unknown figure before she competed for Jerry Turner's heart in the Golden Bachelor Season 1. Since then, she's been thrust into fame, and she's been capitalizing on it. Joan is a very telegenic person, and she is a very good orator, making her the ideal fit to be an influencer and content creator. Joan currently has 195,000 followers on Instagram, where she shares most of her content and updates. Aside from promoting Bachelor Nation and her relationship with Chock, Joan makes videos tailored around cooking and fashion mostly. She also has a huge part of her Instagram dedicated to brand promotions, where she likes to focus on skincare and vitamin brands she's passionate about. Chock has tried his hand at influencing and local business promoting, but his scale is nowhere near what Joan's is. In order for Chock to be with Joan, I realize that he has to accept that being in the public eye by obligation and by choice is baggage that comes along with Joan now. Aside from catering to her need to create content for her page and persona, Joan likes to share details of her and Chock's private life with fans. Joan never usually goes a day without posting to her stories or page, and I think Chock is along for the ride. However, I believe Joan and Chock lack the level of privacy I think they need in order to further their relationship on a foundation outside of promotions and Joan's influencer career. Does Chock resent Joan for her continued public lifestyle? I feel that Joan is relishing her time in the spotlight and all the attention she gets on social media. And I sense that Chock is not interested in that side of Joan's life, but puts up with it. Joan and Chock are very much in love, but I fear that they don't hold enough private moments and details about their relationship to themselves, since Joan puts it all out there. Joan's influencer lifestyle is showing no signs of slowing down, and I don't want Chock to start resenting Joan for her putting her need to post and create content first. The Golden Bachelorette brought Joan and Chock together, but I see that it's possible their fame, more so Joan's, could detract from them building on the most important parts of their relationship. I think once the Golden Bachelor Season 2 kicks off, there will be less pressure on Joan to post to the degree she is now, and she can then enjoy the following she's created. However, Joan may not want to stop, and Chock will have to continue blending his life with Joan's for everyone to see. Fresh off the golden sparkle of the Golden Bachelorette, Chock Chapple, once America's favorite silver fox, is making headlines for an unexpected reason. He's ready to trade in his golden boy charm for the neon lights of influencer stardom. But behind the smiles and inspirational posts, he's already begun to tease. Insiders whisper that Chock's real motivation may be far more personal. Sources close to Chock claim that he's grappling with a complicated cocktail of emotions: pride, envy, and even resentment, as Joan Vassos, the beloved golden bachelorette herself, flourishes with her new high-profile lifestyle. Is Chock Chapple chasing the influencer dream to keep up with Joan? Or is he fighting a quiet battle with jealousy that's been brewing since the cameras stopped rolling? It's a story filled with ambition, heartbreak, and unexpected rivalry, and it's just getting started. Chock Chapple, America's unexpected sweetheart. When Chock Chapple first stepped out of the limo to meet Joan on the Golden Bachelorette, viewers immediately fell in love with his rugged good looks, easygoing nature, and heart-melting smile. He wasn't the loudest contestant. He wasn't the flashiest. But Chock had that special something, a calming presence, a twinkle in his eye, and the sense that he meant it when he said he was ready for love. Over the course of the season, Chock became a fan favorite. Even when he didn't receive Joan's final rose, he walked away with dignity, offering a heartfelt goodbye that had America in tears. And for a while, it seemed like that was where his story would end, gracefully bowing out, with nothing but good wishes for Joan and the new life she was building. But behind the scenes, something else was brewing. Joan Vassos' post-show glow-up. Joan's post-show life took off like a rocket. Almost overnight, she went from widowed mom and former educator to Golden Bachelorette icon, brand ambassador, and sought-after motivational speaker. Her Instagram following exploded. She launched a podcast about finding love after loss. She even hinted at a possible book deal. Joan's days are now filled with red carpet appearances, collaborations with wellness brands, and dreamy travel content that's equal parts inspiring and envy-inducing. And through it all, Joan remained gracious, if a little oblivious to the trail of crushed hearts and bruised egos she left behind. One of those hearts, it seems, belonged to Chock Chapple. The turning point, Chock's new obsession. For months after the show ended, Chock stayed largely out of the spotlight. He returned home to his quiet life, long walks, fishing trips, visiting grandkids, the wholesome, grounded existence that fans adored him for. But gradually, subtle changes appeared. First, a new Instagram account. Then, a handful of carefully curated posts, gym selfies, scenic hikes, homemade cooking videos where he shared his secret barbecue recipes. At first, fans thought it was cute. Chock, dabbling in social media like everyone's favorite tech challenge grandpa. But then came the sponsorship teases. The collaborations. The suddenly polished photo shoots. The brand new website with the tagline, Chock Chapple, redefining retirement. And somewhere along the way, it became clear Chock wasn't just having fun. He was building something. Something bigger, something calculated, something that looked suspiciously like a rival lifestyle brand to Joan's. Behind the scenes, resentment brewing. Insiders close to Chock, and yes, even some of his former Golden Bachelorette castmates, have begun to whisper that all is not well between Chock and Joan. There's definitely some tension there, one source who asked to remain anonymous revealed. Chock's happy for Joan, but he also feels like he's been left behind. He thought maybe they'd stay friends, collaborate even. Instead, it's like she shot off into another universe, and he's scrambling to catch up. Another insider put it even more bluntly. Chock resents that Joan's getting all the attention. He doesn't want to be second fiddle. He thinks he has just as much to offer, maybe more. Yikes. Publicly, Chock remains nothing but supportive. In interviews, he praises Joan's amazing journey and insists he's thrilled to see her thriving. But behind closed doors, friends say the story is very different. And the influencer career? It might just be his way of reclaiming some of the spotlight he feels he helped create. Is there room for two golden influencers? The internet can be a cruel place, and some fans have not been kind to Chock's new influencer ambitions. "Grandpa's trying too hard," one comment on his latest Instagram reel read. "Stay humble, Chock. We loved you because you were real, not because you wanted to sell supplements," another chimed in. Still, others are rallying behind him, arguing that there's no reason why both Chock and Joan can't thrive in their own ways. "Let him live. He deserves success too," one fan wrote. "Older people can reinvent themselves too. Why should Joan get to have all the fun?" It's a fierce debate, one that shows no signs of slowing down. And as Chock teases a possible YouTube channel launch and big announcements in the coming weeks, the tension only grows. A deeper hurt, feeling replaced? Those close to Chock suggest that underneath it all, his drive to become an influencer may come from a deeper emotional wound. He was genuinely heartbroken after Joan, a family friend, told Entertainment Scoop. Not just romantically, but emotionally. He felt seen by her, and when she moved on, when she didn't really include him in her post-show world, it felt like losing that connection all over again. The source continued, "Becoming an influencer isn't just about fame for him. It's about feeling valuable again, feeling like he matters, feeling like he's still got something to give." In that light, Chock's influencer journey looks less like a publicity stunt and more like a healing process. But will it work, or will it just deepen the rift between him and Joan forever? Joan's response, or lack thereof. So far, Joan has remained characteristically silent about Chock's new career. In fact, when asked about him in a recent podcast appearance, she gave a carefully diplomatic answer. "Chock's an amazing person. I wish him nothing but happiness in whatever he chooses to do." Short, sweet, not committal. Fans were quick to pick up on the chilly undertone. "She didn't even say she follows him," one Reddit user noted. "Joan's done with him, and she's not even hiding it." It seems that while Joan is too savvy to engage in public drama, she's also perfectly happy to move on, with or without Chock. And if he's hoping for a collaboration or reconciliation, well, he might be waiting a very long time. What's next for Chock Chapple? As of now, Chock shows no signs of slowing down. He's teased everything from a lifestyle blog focused on golden years wellness to a possible merch line, Golden State of Mind hoodies, anyone. He's even reportedly in talks to launch a partnership with a popular dating app for seniors. And fans can expect a lot more content in the coming months. Inspirational quotes, morning routine vlogs, even some cheeky dating advice. But as Chock steps further into the influencer spotlight, the question remains. Is he running towards something exciting, or away from the lingering heartache of Joan Vassos? The bottom line: the world fell in love with Chock Chapple for his authenticity, his heart, and his vulnerability. Those same qualities are still there, but now they're wrapped in filters, hashtags, and carefully edited highlight reels. Whether you see it as an inspiring reinvention or a sad bid for attention, one thing's for sure. Chock's golden journey is far from over. And as he navigates this glittering new world, full of promise, competition, and a few lingering resentments, fans everywhere will be watching, wondering, and choosing sides. One heart, one dream, two golden paths diverging in a very, very public way. Stay tuned. Because if we've learned anything from the Golden Bachelorette, it's this. Love might be timeless, but fame waits for no one.